Yo, what up guys, and welcome to Jurassic Room. Now, I want to go through this and show y'all really quick, show y'all the new format of the new Jurassic Room. Really, it's just a little way of me to kind of do something without having so much space to go around, instead of recording my face and, putting a bunch of overlays. So I figured this could be an actual funny little way to do this, kind of cool too. A little kind of digital Jurassic Room that I can maybe even hook up on the go, instead of just flashing pictures in front of the camera, or in front of a video. Sorry, maybe this will work out and try it out and see how it works. It took me about 4 hours to get all this together, maybe 6 comparing, working on the different characters and all that. So first thing you got here, well, other than a blank room, which you should be seeing, there's a few other things ahead. I'll just skip to the one that really matters, and that's the one right here, which is the normal little TV screen added up top. And on the left hand side of the fireplace, you got the Serpent Predator mask, you got the Black Panther mask, and you got the War Machine helmet. So it was just kind of thing I thought would look cool there, and decided to add it. Then, of course, I added in this next picture the chair and the 2 shelves that'll be in the room. It's got to hold some stuff. Gotta hold some stuff because it's Jurassic Room. Gotta have some toys and tanks. Added a little table there next to the chair now. And then I added my little cup. That is my actual cup that I drink out of every day. It used to have an alligator on it because it's from the St. Augustine Alligator Farm. But I started drinking out of it a long time ago, and I've probably been drinking out of that cup for 10 plus years, so yeah. And I also added a little overlay over the fireplace, so it's a little different, a little more brighter. Looks pretty cool. Then, I don't know if it's showing the actual pictures of the stuff, so it's probably gonna cut straight to the next picture of the room, which shows, sorry, my Star Wars collection and my bookshelf in the shelf, as well as the marbled salamander tank, which I think looks really cool right there. In the next photo here, I've added Nira's tank and Caesar's tank on the other shelf. Looks pretty cool. A little dark here. And then I added a little Jurassic Park rug in the next one, because that's going to be the little bed for something you're going to see in a minute. And then here, the first, I wish I could have gotten like the strokes and everything I did to draw it. And it's kind of funny, it didn't look so buff when I first recorded it, but after I got done coloring and everything, my sister commented I'm not that buff, but it didn't look to me like that originally, so I thought it was kind of funny after I was done coloring it. Frankly, I think I look like, what's his name, from Family Guy. Don't watch that show, by the way, but yeah, I think I look like the dude in the wheelchair. Next one, you can see I drew the blades on the lightsaber. As you know, my other character that I drew, which is based on this character is based, or this caricature of me is based on that version I drew a while back. You may see in some of my videos. Has a cross-guarded lightsaber and the Infinity Gauntlet, although it also has 2 little sharp blades on it, like Darth Malgus's lightsaber, because that's one of my favorite Sith Lords and Star Wars characters. Sorry. So yeah, that next picture is the Infinity Knuckles. So yeah, one of my characters in one of my stories has something similar to this. It's a weapon, but I thought, holy crap, how cool would it be if I had Knuckles instead of the Infinity Gauntlet? Because everyone has the Infinity Gauntlet. Shartimus has the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos has the Infinity Gauntlet, which I took off of him. It's kind of funny with my little character, his little backstory and all that, so you'll find out more about that in a minute. But yeah, there's the Infinity Knuckles. Man, I want some fan art drawn of me with that now. But yeah, I've got the Infinity Knuckles on my hand. And as you see in this next picture, I added the blue blade to the lightsaber, and then next one I added some trim to the, I drew in the handle to the lightsaber. And next picture you see, yeah, right here, that's the full lightsaber right there. It's got a little purple tip at the bottom, followed by red, followed by black, a blackish gray handle, and a little red line in the middle there, just to give it a little more artistic look. Then you got the blades, which cover up the sides of the cross-guarded lightsaber. And that's basically it. The blue cross-guarded lightsaber that I've chosen to use for a while now because I like the design. Next, I drew in my arms. So there you go, because you know I'm a white man. I'm white. I don't know where I was going with that joke. Anyway, here drew a black shirt with the Jurassic Room logo on it. I really need to do this. When we hit it like 5,000 subs, I'm going to probably like do a little t-shirt giveaway or something like that. I'm gonna do that for 5,000 subs, probably, maybe. Anyway, next added some trim to the trench coat. And my original trench coat was a full-blown trench coat, you know, black. I was kind of going for like Gambit back then, but with black. So to not look like a school shooter, I decided to make it a little different because I always liked the vest that Owen Grady had in Jurassic World. So I decided to make it look more like that vest, but as a trench coat. So there you go. Drew on in a little bit more in this next one. Then I added in this picture the blue jeans, you know, because I usually have blue jeans on. And then here, it's drawn a little bit more. Next one, there's me with my head. Yeah, you know, head and my hat. There we go. There's me with, you know, a little mark covered up in the chest there, so it's completely drawn in. Here's the next one with another version of my face. And there's me in the room. Now, I actually need to go back real quick. But that's me in the room. So I think I've got... yeah, they're right here. I forgot to show this earlier. There's my hat. That's what my hat looks like. You know, it looks pretty much like my hat, my black leather Henschel hat, Henschel safari hat, with my little red, white, and blue fish hook that hangs off the tip of it. So, pretty proud of my little hat. Then that's pretty scary looking. Look at my face. The eyes look terrifying in the original version. In this way, it looks a little more cartoony, but still not as terrifying as the other ones. So it looks pretty good to me. Then you got just the mellow face. Then you have no face for any other expressions I want to use in the future. Then there's me with the hat. For two different versions for me to look like I'm talking. But that's that. So moving on back to where we were. This is essentially the first look at Ripper, my little Indoraptor pet. So of course everyone's doing their little pets, and I want to do the same thing. It was tough going through all. I didn't want to do Carnotaurus and I might add another little pet later down the line. I did have a third pet, but you'll see what happened to it later on. But essentially, this is the first little bit of Ripper that I drew. Sorry, but man, I was so proud of getting the teeth and the overall sculpt of the head, like just a little bit perfect. You know, how the jawline curves up like that. I was pretty proud of how it looked, and it's got the sleeping eyes. You know, even though in this next picture you can see they're pretty open. Looks pretty terrifying to me, even with such little detail. Then the next one, he's got the red eye, and then in this one I drew in his neck a little bit. And here in this next one, I drew the leg and one of the arms to, you know, look like it's laying down. Look like he's laying down. And in the next one, it looks much more detailed, you know, with the other arm and the other leg, and then the tail coming down. Then the next one, I drew in the head and the legs. Look pretty cool with the darker gray, you know, splitting off from the darker black, because you gotta create that separation. And then the smoky effect of the white and the shading that I added for the head. Man, I love the look of that head. And then the next one, he's completely black, although he has the white hands because I was still drawing him in. Kind of looks like the new Spider-Man, doesn't he? Anyway, in the next one, there we go. He's got the full smoky kind of look along with the black. It looks really cool with the spines. So there he is, really finished, although I forgot to add the orange and yellow stripe down him, but there he is in Jurassic Room in this next photo. Looks pretty awesome laying there. And then the next one, yeah, I've added the yellow and orange stripe, and he's sitting there. He's my little pet, you know. I really thought hard about which little pets I'd add, so I really wanted to have an Indoraptor and Spinosaurus first off, because I love the Indoraptor in Jurassic World. And Spinosaurus is of course my favorite dinosaur, so of course I had to add those two. It was that or a baby Indominus, but I thought the male Indoraptor made sense. Let me move on real quick. Let's see here. And yeah, here's another picture of him with the yellow and orange over, stripe over him with a little bit of the orange spots that the Indoraptor has. So that's Ripper, and then the next one is Smokey the Spinosaurus. So that's what I named him. Cute little fella. Kind of more based off the Dinosaur King, the look of Spiny. But yeah, he looks pretty cool to me. I like his little look. And essentially he's my little Spinosaurus that I had Dr. Wu cook up, in the same with Ripper. So, Ripper and Smokey. And as you can see coming up, I added a lot more to the room. So in this one you can see the finished product of me adding everything in there. You can see my cup. There's a dino holder right next to it because, I'm a big fan of Dinosaur King. You see Smokey underneath me, right next to me on the chair. So that's really cool. Little Smokey's just there nudging my hand right next to the Infinity Knuckles. There's a Papo T-Rex and a Vastasaurus figure that I have on the shelf right next to Caesar and Nera. On the other shelf, you can see it's got the bookshelf, the Star Wars shelf, the marble salamanders, and a couple of figures there. Got the Thrasher T-Rex on top, got the Serpent Hunter Predator, the NECA Gorilla Alien, my 12-inch Rick Grimes figure, and of course Steve Irwin. And then if you look at the top, yes, there's the Infinity Gauntlet, but as you notice, there's some things missing from it. There's some things I had to take away from it to make something more awesome. Then I added the Vader mask above the Serpent Hunter mask, and then of course had to give Ripper some toys. I mean, he's a playful little fella, so he had to have, his little human skull. Of course, a man had to die for his toy, but he should not have intruded into the room, so it was his fault. He said he had to change a light bulb. That's a sorry excuse. And then you see what happened to my third pet. It was a Stiggy Moloch. So unfortunately that didn't pan out, and unfortunately Stiggy has retired. So unfortunately there's no Stiggy. But on the wall again, as you can see, I made the TV a bit larger in this one. And on the back, you can see my zombie killer sword that my sister bought me for Christmas. As well, you can see the Leviathan axe and Stormbreaker. So there you go. I am by far one of the most powerful beings in the universe now. I have the Infinity Knuckles, I have Stormbreaker, I have the Leviathan axe, I have a pet Indoraptor, a pet baby Spinosaurus, I have a dino holder, not much else. I have a lightsaber, so there you go. Man, it'd be awesome to get some fan art of that. But anyway, other than that, it's really nothing. Except here when I got rid of that basket. That pesky basket. But anyway, that's the new look at Jurassic Room. This is the new format, y'all. So I hope y'all like this. Oh, of course, this final one. I think that's the one I decided to use, which has Figaro, my cat, sleeping on the back of my chair. So there's my cat. Anyway. Yeah, I just want to show y'all this new format. This is what I'm doing. Want to try it out. Worked really hard. Although it's kind of shady. I used, Pixlr. It's the only one I can use right now for photo editing. But I think it looks pretty cool. And maybe I'll update it in the near future. Still keeping the pets around and everything. I think it looks pretty awesome. Hope y'all enjoyed this. And I also wanted to point out, while I was also showing this to y'all, but we are going to be doing some reactions soon. I got so many to cover. I haven't even watched the new Venom clips. So I've got to do that really bad because I'm probably going to go see Venom this weekend. Sorry. But probably going to go see Venom this weekend. Got to react to those clips. And of course, New York Comic Con's going on. The Harley Quinn animated show trailer dropped, as well as the Daredevil Season 3 trailer. And man, I got to cover... Aquaman is supposed to come out tomorrow, I believe. So that's going to be awesome. We got many other trailers to react to, like the Halloween trailer. And some of them I'm going to cover myself, like say Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. But others I want to try and cover with the girls and show them some trailers, I know it's going to go against some people because they're like, they don't give any reaction. Well, they didn't give any reaction for Godzilla, but they were pretty excited for Aquaman and Shazam. That's the only one I ever get it for. Only on that video. But anyway, we're still doing family reactions. We still do that, man. We're not going to stop doing the family reactions. But yeah, we got a lot of trailers to cover and a lot of stuff to cover. And I can't wait. So anyway, guys, what do y'all think of the new format? I think it's pretty cool. Send your love to Smokey and Ripper, because they're going to be around for a while. You know, they're going to be permanent residents of Jurassic Room now, at least in digital format. One day I'm going to get a fat head of each of them. That'd be awesome. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos. Hope y'all enjoyed this video in the new format of Jurassic Room. As well, well, I don't really know where else to go with this, but anyway, just thanks, guys, and let's hit the 1,200 subscriber mark.